who knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 127.
Why are you laughing already?
I don't know. You had some devious grin on your face. I thought you were going to do some fucked up shit. I'm Mike, and with me, as always, is my brother Jason here on the longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
All I had to do was make a face, and you already were losing it. Because I knew you were going to do that stupid deep voice that we can't figure out what you sound like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If you guys know what I sound like when I said that.
Say like one sentence as it.
Hello, my name is Jason. Welcome to the Ansem Report.
You sound like Markiplier.
Podcast.
No, that's like Markiplier.
It's like hello.
Yeah, dude, that's what you sound like. It's Markiplier.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Markiplier.
You're fucking Markiplier, dude. A special guest on the podcast, Markiplier. Who would have thought?
No.
Anyway, this is episode 127 of the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast. That's right. We're the longest.
Yeah. And we're running.
And we're... I'm not running anywhere anytime soon, I can tell you that. I'm out of shape.
I do a lot of running.
Neither of us run anywhere.
Yeah.
But our podcast is running. And,
well, you better go catch it.
Speaking of, I don't know. There's no segue there.
Speaking of running.
Speaking of running, we have a couple of Apple podcast reviews. This one is from our good friend Swirls Barkley 7.
Dude, shout outs to
Gives
Swirls.
us 5 stars with the title longest running KH podcast.
Wait, that actually said?
Yeah.
That was an actual segue.
It was. I was trying to make an actual segue and you shit on me because you thought I didn't. Longest running KH podcast, by the way, is the title. And he says, if you are wanting great KH content and a bit of crackhead energy, then you have come to the right place.
Yeah.
The Spike Bros bring the energy every episode, and even during a drought of KH content, I can't wait till Friday so I can listen to the wonderful, crazy segments on the show. R.I.P. Cavern of Remembrance, gone but not forgotten. Mike and Jason will be here for you in the good times of KH and the down. They help you escape the outside world for an hour or so on a weekly basis. Warning. If you hit subscribe, you will be a part of the best KH community ever created. Thanks, Mike and Jason, for all of you done and will do in the future. May your hearts be your guiding key. Thanks, you, Swirls.
Thanks.
Shout out to Swirls, who is just an absolute legend in our community.
Thank you.
No. Markiplier, it's fine, dude. Swirls is a good dude, okay?
You.
Can you say thank nominee in that voice?
Thank nominee.
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. This
I just go through every single like Jiminy Cricket line as that voice.
Their hearts.
We've got to reach all the portals the darkness control.
When their hearts have bended, we'll return to mend it. What the fuck is that line? I never played Recoded. I don't know. This is me when I code things. I've never played Recoded. Anyway.
Oh no, never seen it.
Never seen it. Never seen the movie. This next review is from Wyatt, who gives us 5 stars and says, there's more to a podcast than just anger and hate.
Ooh.
He says, hey, Mike. Hey, Jason. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for what you all do. I've been listening since January, but due to a severely broken ankle, I've had a lot of time to catch up on podcasts. Brothers, I've been binging while doing everything one limb short, and it's made things so much better. It's provided a great reprieve from all the really shawties like a melody shitty situation. I'm thinking about joining the Discord soon. I'm stuck in bed and may as well be social for once in my life. Keep doing what you're doing and may your hearts be your guiding keys. Love you guys.
Dude.
Thank you, Wyatt. Please join the Discord, and hopefully your ankle gets better soon, my friend. I'm glad that we could provide you some hours of entertainment let's be real, minutes of entertainment while
several minutes
while you recover from that. And yeah, man, please join the Discord. There are a lot of really cool people there. And then Jason and I are also there as well.
Yeah, that's true. And like Sean AFK.
Yeah, Sean _AFK.
Yeah.
Regular Pat joined recently, actually.
Yeah, he did.
And he joined and he said he was going to push over the most expensive thing in here. That's what he said.
He came to fuck up our shit, dude.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he gets griefed.
No, I don't understand why he would do that to us.
He gets griefed every episode.
Yeah, probably.
His video he posted on Twitter of him listening
that
to
shit made me actually cackle. Like, that shit was good.
It was a really...
He just, like, looks forward like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he just looks into the abyss.
And
like, at the world. And
what's
it's like,
crazy,
why?
though, is we didn't say it. Like, I just read it.
Yeah.
It was in a review. Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. Pat, don't listen to this part. Anybody that leaves us an Apple Podcast review and insults Pat in it gets brownie points.
They're definitely getting read on the podcast.
It's definitely getting read on the podcast if you
like,
do
we
that.
read them all, but that one's definitely
That one's like getting read for sure. Anyway, if you want to be like Wyatt and Swirls Barkley, you can go on Apple Podcasts and rate us 5 stars and tell us what a great job we do, because we love reading those things, and it provides us. I know we like meme and joke around, but I don't think you guys realize how cool it is to have somebody say, "Hey, I appreciate what you do."
Yeah.
You know, it's just a silly thing Jason and I hit record once a week on, and we have a good time doing it, but it's nice that other people enjoy it with us, and we like to hear that. So thank you to everybody who's done a review, or you've said nice things in Discord or on Twitter or even on YouTube. I know that it's rare on YouTube, but it does happen sometimes. So thank you everybody who's done that. Speaking of regular Pat, we do a lot of video recommendations on this podcast.
Yes.
And regular Pat does not need the Spaghetti Bros bump, okay? I can just say that.
That's
he's
true.
pretty successful on his own. However, recently Pat released a video that I'm a fan of regular Pat's videos. This is his finest work. This is his magnum opus. It is a video talking about filler in the Kingdom Hearts series and what worlds actually intertwine the Disney worlds well and what worlds don't. And some of you Kingdom Hearts 2 fans out there, there's going to be some tough to swallow pills. Some tough to swallow pills in that.
A pill that's like really fucking big, like the size of your hand.
Because
hard to swallow, dude.
All of you that are saying that Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best paced when it comes to Disney worlds, you're wrong. Sorry. And regular Pat lays it out for you.
He's gonna break it down.
He lays it out for you, and it's just really well done. I mean, all Pat's videos are really well done, but this one in particular, I think he really
knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, that, but also, Pat does the tier list. And he does stuff that like stuff that we do too.
Yeah.
But this is like, to me, a unique. While it's still like a ranking thing, it's a very unique subject that I hear people talk about a lot, but not with any substance. They just say things like
blanket statements,
like, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't really involve the Disney worlds," or "Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't really involve the Disney worlds," or "Kingdom Hearts 1 doesn't," or "The Kingdom Hearts 1 does the best job of including Disney worlds." Like, they just say things.
Yeah, blanket statements. Yeah,
blanket statements, and Pat breaks it down, and he actually dives in, and I really
in detail.
And I don't agree with all the opinions he has on it. Like Jip and I were talking about this, but I think he ranks Wonderland a little too high. KH1 Wonderland in that regard. But he goes through 1, 2, and 3 and ranks all of the worlds based on how involved they are with the overarching plot and what they do to move that along. So it's a really interesting video. You guys should go watch it. And leave a comment and a like for Pat. Not that he needs the bump from us, but it's good quality content, and I like to point that out when I see it. So good job, Pat. I almost said thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank regular Pat Johnson.
Yes. And shout outs to Jabib.
Yeah, everybody hit a Jabib for him, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody hit one of them Jabibs. The Jabib thing, I'm glad we watched that video to find out where it came from.
Yeah.
Because it just sounds kind of...
I was so confused when he rated us. Everyone was just like, hit the Jabib. Shoutouts to Jabib. It's your boy Jabib. Jabib. I had no fuck. And we hovered over like the Jabib emote, and it still didn't click for me. I might just have like 2 brain cells in my head, but I still was like, bro, who the fuck is Jabib?
Yeah, dude.
And then we watched the video, and I was like, oh, dude, I love Jabib.
Jabib sounds like, I don't know.
If you don't know who Jabib is, I guess you just gotta go to regular Pat's channel and watch him play Kingdom Hearts 1 with his feet.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. With his feet.
With his feet. He's a freak.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
This content would be banned on OnlyFans. Maybe.
Well,
Not
they
anymore.
might bring it back now, but
I don't know.
Who knows? Something I want to talk about today. We are in the midst of a gaming expo called Gamescom. I'm sure you're familiar. I believe it's in Germany.
Okay.
But some new games are being announced, and, you know, people are starting to hype up for the holiday season where games get big.
Kingdom Hearts, please.
And there's no Kingdom Hearts, and I did not expect Kingdom Hearts to be there. That's insane. But what it got me thinking about, Jason, was what is next for Kingdom Hearts? Obviously, we know what's next for Kingdom Hearts. It's Kingdom Hearts Dark Road finishing.
Yes.
Which it's supposed to be in September next month. Based on the way Union Cross went, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be later than that. But I guess what I want to talk about, Jason, is that was a bad burp. Oh, that one was worse. That was like a fizzy lifting.
No, yeah, that was worser.
What I want to talk about is let's do a little predicting.
Okay.
On when we think, first of all, let's start with when do we think we're going to hear about Kingdom Hearts next, Sans Dark Road? Like, when's the next Kingdom Hearts thing going to be announced?
Okay, but like, is news about news count? Like, if when they like say the next thing about or like when they drop Dark Road or whatever, if they're like expect news at X time, does that
I don't want to know about that. I want to know when that
Actual
news comes. Yeah, I want to know when that news comes.
I don't think we hear anything this year at all.
No?
I don't think we hear anything all year. I think it's just Dark Road and maybe them saying, hey, we'll have news for you at X time or whatever.
XD.
Yeah. XD.
No, Mira just says XD.
We don't have news for you, XD.
XD. I got some news for you.
That I don't got news. XD.
The news is there ain't no news. XD, brother. I think I agree with you. I don't think we're going to hear anything this year. I think Square Enix is like, yo, we got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out.
Guardians.
We got Endwalker coming out.
Yeah.
We got the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters coming out. We got Life is Strange coming out.
Life is Strange, yo.
We got Avengers is still going. We got what is that other game supposed to, the demo one? What's it called? Origin? The Chaos game.
Origin.
Was that supposed to come out this year or next year?
I don't think it would be this year, but
yeah, I think
maybe.
it's next year. I think it's next year.
I don't know. I can look.
So they got that. They got Final Fantasy 16 at some point. So I don't know that we're hearing about Kingdom Hearts this year. However, if we do hear about it, Jason, I think it's got to be at the Tokyo Game Show, right? So Tokyo Game Show is starts September the 23rd, Wednesday, through the 27th, Sunday. And no one's confirmed that Kingdom Hearts will be at the Tokyo Game Show or anything like that. But in my opinion, that is the most likely scenario if we see Kingdom Hearts this year, something besides Dark Road. I don't foresee that happening, however.
Yeah, I can't even if there was anything, I can't imagine there being even like a teaser for a trailer.
No.
Like it would just be like the only thing I could really see happening would be, you know, the like phase 2 thing that they've like never used again.
Right.
Maybe just bringing that up and then having like a date flash for one of them, but as in like that's when news is gonna be like, hey, you'll have more news about this spot here, not that there's gonna be a release here.
Right. Well, the thing is, I think Nomura said, because next year is Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary,
right,
that there will be a game. Is that what he said? Shit, now I gotta look it up.
I think that's gonna be late 2022.
This is why we don't do news, because I don't ever know what I'm talking about. Nomura, he just teased that the 2022 is the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts, so we should keep an eye on him until then, is what he said. And that he wants to... Says, while the story reached an end with the third main entry, he needs to tie up remaining loose story ends. And he usually typically plans one sequel ahead of what he's working on. And then they say, what about PS5 or Series X? Nomura muses on that too, saying it would be released after many other companies have already released their titles so that they could compete. So it sounds like whatever the next game is, it would be on both consoles, like both generations. But so I thought he said that there would be a game, but he just said there'll be good news for Kingdom Hearts, the 20th anniversary. So I guess we don't even know that we're getting a game next year. Oh my God, dude, our podcast is doomed. We're doomed.
Yeah.
We're doomed. Please bring back Union Cross. We're doomed. Nomura, please. Nomura, I'm desperate. Just connect Neo Tui to Kingdom Hearts.
No,
just
don't
fucking do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We need
He
it.
doesn't
Nomura,
mean
please.
it.
Please. Jason's like pulling me away from the microphone.
Not. He does not mean it. He was forced to say that.
He did not want to say that. I was forced to say that. I was forced.
Right?
I was forced.
You were forced to say that, right?
I was forced. I don't want The World Ends With You to be connected to Kingdom Hearts. Please, Nomura, help.
Okay, I think in February of next year we'll hear something.
Why do you say that?
Because typically that's when PlayStation will have like a state of play.
Okay.
It's like a first. Okay, I'll say like first quarter 2022. Because like that's like the window kind of changes.
Okay. So first quarter 2022.
Like probably like February, March.
And like they'll just announce a game then or what?
I don't think it'll be like a full on. Maybe they'll announce a game, but I don't think it'll like have a full on like trailer ready. You know what I mean?
They'll just say, "Yo, we're
like a teaser trailer.
We're working on Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 2."
Yeah, and they'll have like a 10-second thing.
Do you
15 seconds.
Do you think it'll be Cage 4?
No,
I don't either. I think Cage 4 will be
spin
like
off 100%.
I think Cage 4 will be like a Kingdom Hearts, a PS5 like Xbox Series X. Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts game.
I think Cage 4 will definitely be a Kingdom Hearts game. Definitely.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that the next like mainline will still be on like PS5.
Yeah, I think I don't know what they're gonna do with Cage 4. I don't think the next game will be Cage 4. I'm with you. I wonder, they've set up a lot of different ways they could go with it. The most intriguing to me being the BBS trio in the Realm of Darkness, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also Quadratum and Riku and Sora in Quadratum. Well, Riku and Quadratum, we don't necessarily know that Sora's in Quadratum. That could be a red herring.
Yeah.
It could just be Riku going somewhere and then he finds out.
It'd be more just like whatever the secret ending / the end of Melody of Memory turned into.
Right. But I mean, I guess it's kind of confirmed because we see Riku in that. But that's just Riku's dream he had. That doesn't mean he's going.
That's just his. That
doesn't mean he's going to the place where it was necessarily. So anyway, there's both of those, and then I don't know that there's another avenue they could go that's like immediately like clear. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, the Mickey Zemnis game is
Yozora game.
I don't think they'll do a
Yozora game.
I think
that's like what a lot of people would say.
I'm gonna say something pretty controversial here.
Yeah.
I think if they wanted to do a Yozora game, they would have picked a better voice actor for Yozora.
Wow, just throwing shade.
I'm just saying. Not a fan of his performance.
Wow.
He's just like...
Because that's the direction that he got.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I think they could have got a better voice actor. They just said, hey, we had child actor do Sora. Let's have former child actor do Yozora. But I just think...
I don't know. I think he did fine.
I just thought he was...
I liked the vibe. Like, having beaten Yozora, like, multiple times.
Oh, now you're gatekeeping.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Get fucking gatekeeped, kid. Get gatekeeped,
because I haven't
on your own fucking show. You're getting gatekeeped.
I haven't beaten Yozora. I can't comment on his voice.
Exactly. No, but I'm just saying, well, having played it, like just like the amount of time it takes to beat it 3 times. You know what I mean? Like, I think his battle lines, I really like. It definitely lends to the fact that, like, not even necessarily that his lines themselves are so fucking crazy. I just think it matches the vibe that fight is trying to give you.
Okay, I guess. Okay, let me not retract what I'm saying, but let me rephrase
Amend.
it. Let me amend it. Because I know the actor.
Does it like take it out for you? Like it takes you out of it?
Yeah, because I understand that voice acting is someone putting on a voice. Like that's an acting.
Yeah.
But I feel like, because I know what he sounds like, and I know it's him, and now that I know it's him, I can hear him doing a voice like this. I don't like it. Because he's doing a voice like this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that he's just, like, trying to do this, like, deep voice. Like, I feel like he could have just done his voice.
I don't think that he's, like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to hear it again, but how I remember it is, like, he's
this
just
isn't
doing
what I look like.
He's just doing, like a pretty, like, monotone. Not even necessarily monotone, but just, like, kind of deflated
And maybe
voice.
I haven't heard him speak in a long time.
I think you sounded more like Kylo Ren than Yozora.
It's kind of what he's doing, though.
I don't think it's that extreme.
This isn't what I look like. You gotta leave the past behind.
That's literally
Kill it if you have to.
Like, you literally sound like Kylo Ren, but like when he has the mask, because his voice definitely changes once he's unmasked Kylo.
That's true. That's true. And when he's in Marriage Story.
I don't know. I get what you're saying about Yozora, like that you know it's him, and so it kind of like pulls you out of it, and he's just barely. He's like barely doing a voice, right?
Yeah, right.
But
that's
that's how I feel
he's
about.
Barely doing a voice, but he's like doing a weird voice. Like it's not like.
I don't think it's weird.
I don't think
but
it's a good
also,
voice.
like, okay, like Richard Epcar, everyone jerks off Billy Zane, but I love Richard Epcar, right? Fucking, he does like the same voice in like every video game, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like I know that it's him. I'm like,
though.
Yo, that's Richard Epcar in A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy 14, playing as Ilberd, doing the exact same fucking voice he always does.
See, that doesn't bother me with him. And maybe that's...
And you're picking and choosing. You're being a hypocrite.
No, I'm not. I'm not being a hypocrite. What I'm saying is, okay, I know Sora is Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me that I know that.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's not all. It's also not how Haley Joel speaks. Like he's trying to do like a child version of his voice.
Yeah.
Right?
A younger version for sure.
A younger version, at least. David Gallagher, the voice of Riku. Right? His voice doesn't bother me because he's kind of been doing the same voice the whole time.
Yeah.
But now he just seems disinterested. That's
different.
In Remind, it's bad voice acting. I don't think that the Yozora voice is like badly acted. I just feel like he should have just either done his normal voice or done like a way different voice. Not just this voice. Not just this. Is that better? Is that less Kylo Ren for you?
Yeah, that's
that
closer.
Better?
That's closer.
Is that better? Blow that piece of junk out of the sky!
You just went for like your favorite line, not even anything close to how you were sounding. Okay, anyways, I don't know. I think he does fine. I think his voice is also fine. We'll have to hear more, I guess, to see.
I guess I would like to see him in a more active role before. I guess I should.
He's not very emotive. He's just very like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do.
I'd like to see him in a more active role, I guess, before I make more judgment, and I should probably wait for that. But so far, I'm not a super big fan of it.
That's fair.
And I don't know that that's going to lend itself well to a game where he's the main character, in my opinion. That's what
I don't know. If I could hear him be more emotive, like just like I don't know, some of the voice lines, like obviously he has like the very like monotone, like no chance, like that type of stuff, right?
No chance. I just want Adam Driver to do it, okay?
Yeah, honestly, fuck it,
Just
dude.
let me have Adam
Cast
Driver
Adam
as
Driver.
Driver.
But also, just put Adam Driver in the game, dude.
No chance. Okay. Here's what I want. I want a fan campaign, you guys, to make a fucking like thing. When Kylo Ren is in Kingdom Hearts, I want to voice Kylo Ren. Can we get like a fucking
say like Ray, join me.
Ray, join me. Can we get a change.org petition going to get me cast as Kylo Ren in Kingdom Hearts 4 when Star Wars is inevitably added? Come on. You know you want to do it, people. Get the change.org. I can't start the petition. That's fucking weird. Right?
Yeah, no, that's definitely
You can't start your own petition. That's fucking weird.
But it's all, I don't know, it's kind of giving me like, you know, like when Donald Glover was like, yo, I want to be Miles Morales.
Yeah, it's got to have like a groundswell where people
exactly,
are behind it.
Like you got to have it be like that.
But then here's the thing. When it does happen, or when it could happen, I go, yo, I'm way too fucking old to play that. Just like Donald Glover did, dude. Just like, he was just like, how the fuck am I going to be Miles Morales? I'm like in my 30s. You know what I mean?
Let me be the Punisher, though.
Wait, did he say that?
No.
You mean the Prowler?
The Prowler.
I was like, Punisher,
the
dude.
Punisher. Dude, actually...
Get the other Punisher out.
If they did, it would just be like the fucking... Everyone would just have the This Is America, where like where he has the gun.
Yeah, dude.
And then they would just put the Punisher's like
they'd paint the skull. They'd paint the skull on his chest, yeah. I don't like battle quotes that are like presumptive.
Like, it's like 90% of them.
Like, it's over. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It is not over, Sora.
It's over.
You just got fucking...
Take this.
You just got the 30% chance of explosion, dude. That doesn't mean it's over. I mean, sometimes it does. Also, you're taunting, like, houseplants and stuff, dude. You're taunting... You're like taunting kitchen appliances, dude. Who are you talking to?
You're taunting a fucking child's car, dude.
Right, dude. You're like, it's over. And it's like, beep, beep. Like, who are you taunting, dude? Come on. Jason pulling up Yozora's battle quotes right now. Okay, so.
I like
there. Hearing those.
Like back to back to back to back.
It's not as bad as I remember. However, the one that tilts me...
Yo, BioRox's Yozora breakdown. Shout out to BioRox's.
Shout out to BioRox's.
It just started playing.
BioRox's, who was supposed to be on the podcast today, but he's on vacation, question mark? Shout out to BioRox's.
Love you.
I know you're listening to this on a Friday morning.
And you're like putting your hands up in the air like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. The one that tilts me is No Chance. I just feel like he says it's so weird.
There was one, I don't remember what one it was, but it was a little weird. Like his voice, he kind of like breaks out of the voice a little. That one, the not bad is a little weird.
Not bad.
The not bad is bad.
Wow. Wow. Not bad.
Like, not bad.
You have no chance. It's me, Kylo Ren. You have no chance.
No chance.
So, I mean, this began as a discussion about when we think Kingdom Hearts is going to come out.
Wow. How far?
Yeah,
we came off track.
Yeah, we did.
I just listened to Yozora battle quotes. Anyway, Yozora game. Maybe. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be... Isn't the thing that it would be called Verum Rex?
No, it's just called Yozora game.
Coming this fall, Yozora game.
I don't know.
No chance.
Verum Rex would be cool, I guess. I don't know, dude.
I know, Verum Rex to me means it's about the fucking robots, dude. I don't want to play a game with the fucking robots. I fucking hate that part of Cage 3.
I don't know. I think... because you're thinking of it from the speedrun, but when you watch the... When you go to Toy Story, like Toy Box, and it plays the trailer, like the commercial, that shit is fucking
It's
hype,
cool,
dude.
but like... Only if you're from the Yozora perspective.
Yeah. Like, that's what it would be about. Yozora, not the mechs and shit.
I don't know. They made it about the mechs in Cage 3.
Right, because it's just a mini game. Like,
right.
What would a video game... What would, like, a video game be, and then, like... What would be, like, the merch of Verum Rex that kids would buy and shit?
The Yozora doll, dude.
Right. And you, like... That would be an idea as well, but also the fucking mechs.
Sorry, man. I'm just tilted that they didn't do a secret boss with the fucking Dissidia summon toys. Dude.
Yeah.
That was such a home run.
Yeah.
Just let me fucking
That
fight Ifrit, dude.
Yeah, that was like a fucking slow pitch, dude. Like, that was just a fucking, here you go.
Nomura was like standing at the plate, and then like the pitch came, and then he was in the wrong fucking arena. And Dark Inferno came out, and we were like, what the fuck?
We're like, what in the fuck, dude?
What is this? You telling me you couldn't have, you know, I get it. You don't want to put Final Fantasy in there more. Dude, you couldn't find a Sephiroth toy, dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't have, like, you go back to Toy Box, you go into that section, and you approach like a package on the ground, right? And it's just fucking sliced out, you know, like,
yeah.
there's like the plastic's gone.
Yeah.
And then he shows up, he tries to come down behind you, air style.
Yeah, dude.
And you die, Sora, look out!
Yeah.
And then
Goofy instant transmissions.
And they're like, Sephiroth? And his mouth doesn't work because he's a toy. And so he doesn't say anything.
Deadpool him.
But he just points at and you fight him. That would have been fucking cool.
So his mouth's painted on.
Yeah, his mouth's painted on.
I just like you're like he's a toy, so his mouth doesn't work. It's like Woody, Buzz.
Their mouths work. They're handcrafted.
Is there a single toy? The fucking army men can talk.
Yeah, there's actual space there. They're not just painted on. His face would be painted on. It's not his nose, but his mouth would.
I would see. I think that is cool. I think it would be cool if, you know, when you're playing the main story or whatever, you see that box and shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then, like, you come back and explore, but then they hit you with the twist where it's like there's something that you think is the thing that broke out, like it's like fucking Toy Bahamut or some shit, and then Sephiroth just fucking one shots that.
Oh,
toy.
that would be cool too. That would be cool too. You're right. That would be cool. And then like you like look at the shelf and there's like an empty hook and like the label clearly says Cloud, but it's like sold out. There's nothing there.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
And then he's like,
because you know it would be.
What is Toy Cloud doing? Toy Cloud, what are you talking about, Sephiroth? I think you're talking about over there where there's not a toy.
It's sold out.
It's
even in this world that is split in two, and some of us are in the copy and some of us are in the real world. It's still sold out.
It's the hottest toy since Tickle Me Elmo, Sora. Then you gotta fight Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
Play with me.
You like are running through.
Play with Elmo.
You're running through a vent because you missed a chest, and he just like pops out the fucking vent.
You can't escape Elmo, no.
Oh my god.
Play with Elmo, Sora.
Anyway, so we think Kingdom Hearts, we'll get some news next year probably. Definitely not a mainline game. Like, not 4.
Yes.
One question I have for you, dude.
Okay, hit me with it.
Do you think they're ever gonna like full on like remake KH1?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Not even in like 10 years?
No.
Wow. I feel like if any of them would get like an actual like remake, it would be that.
I think one's completely playable.
It is. But I just feel like that would be something that they would do.
I think they already did that. Because they did. Well, they didn't remake it, but they had to remake it because they lost all the code.
That's true.
So they're like, yo, we kind of already did that, guys. Now, should they have made it better then? I don't know. But
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's fine as
how it is. Yeah, I love it how it is. It's just something that it's the first game. It's the oldest game. It would make sense if they were going to do one, that it would be that.
What's crazy to me is
and it would just be KH1 in the KH3 engine, probably.
What's crazy to me is that they remade Rechain. Or they remade Chain. Like, in a time where companies weren't doing that.
Yeah.
Because that was like a PS2 game. Rechain.
Yeah.
And they just said, hey, we want people to connect these stories, and not everybody had a GBA.
Yeah.
So we made this game in the KH1 engine or whatever, or KH2 engine. I don't remember what engine it was in. And here it is. And that's just so nuts to me, like, because that was unheard of at the time. There wasn't a lot of companies remaking their games, and now everybody's remaking games. You know,
Yeah.
Capcom's remaking every Resident Evil. You know, Final Fantasies, everything's getting remade now. But
That's also part of. I remember that's why I thought about it originally because FF7 remake. Obviously, like KH1 is definitely a way more modern game than FF7, like the original one.
right,
But as far as remakes go in KH, besides just we upped the graphics and re-released the game on this
Right.
console, like
I mean, that would be a thing if they were going to do something for the 20th anniversary. That's not a new Kingdom Hearts game. That's probably be what they do, right?
yeah,
Is say, hey, here's Kingdom Hearts 1, but in the KH3 engine. We remade some stuff on Unreal, right? I don't think that's what they're going to do because we're not that far removed from 1.5, 2.5.
I just think, we've done so many question of the weeks where, and obviously anyone that is part of our podcast and our community, they're fucking involved. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least to some degree. But I think that there's a lot more people that feel the same way where they grew up, they played Kingdom Hearts 1, and that might have been it for them, or
Right.
that was their favorite game. They don't play Kingdom Hearts anymore. They don't follow it anymore. That would be something that I think a lot of people would be like, "Yo, they're remaking KH1," and they like, if they were,
So you're saying
I
like
think they could do
the-
good marketing with it as well.
The Pokemon scam.
Yeah, literally.
Where you say Pokemon
Let's go.
Fire Red.
Yeah.
And then a few years
yeah.
later you go Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying Kingdom Hearts.
But it's more involved than that because it's in a different engine.
Right. Yeah.
But
It's a bigger deal. I would like to see if they did like the same way they did with Rechain, if they did like a 358 and a recoded thing where they gave you, and they did it with DDD as well. They gave you a way to play that not on a handheld.
yeah.
But I don't think, I think part of the reason that happened with Rechain and DDD is because I think story-wise, they considered those games more important
Mhm.
than 358 or Recoded.
Yeah.
358 is a very small, singular story about Roxas for the most part,
And Shion, yeah.
and Shion. Who? Haha, funny joke. And then Recoded is a
Who?
very, like, I don't even know how to describe Recoded. It's just, it is what it is. So
yeah.
I think that's why it happened with those two and not the other two. But it'd be cool to get something like that, especially because Day's story is cool, but the gameplay is just so bad. It's just,
yeah.
and then like they'd have, if they had the same like mission structure a lot, it would be
Hell
rough.
no.
I think so.
I think the only thing that you could take from it, but obviously besides like the story, right,
right.
is the slots. That would be like the only mechanic that you could like move over. I feel
Right.
like
Well, it'd be cool if they did like the multiplayer shit where you could be.
that would be cool.
You could have Sayax with his big banana.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Wait, Sayax had the banana, right?
I think
I think Sayax has the banana. And Luxord had CDs.
yeah.
CDs nuts.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe not. I think that game would probably have frame rate issues if you had multiple. Because I mean, obviously,
Bro, just remake 358 over 2 days into a Muso.
into a Muso, and Roxas is just cutting down like
Yeah.
hundreds of heartless.
He's using like Transcendence or whatever, the one where it has all the
Yeah.
Just make 358 over 2 days into a Muso, dude.
That would be fucking tight, dude.
Fucking
That would be absolutely tight,
Organization Warriors.
dude. Who would
13.
be Lu Bu?
Sayax.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sayax would be pretty. He'd only be Lu Bu in rage mode though.
Yeah.
Like when the moon shined down.
yeah,
Dude, that would actually be a sick game.
that would be.
Like, just imagine you're Demix, dude. Of all people, Demix, and you're just like summoning water clones, and you're doing like the all the waves of water, dude. That would be sick.
It would work really well.
Demix is like a fucking Muso character. I just realized his moveset. He's a Muso character, dude.
Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting a ton of just innocent people and killing them.
Right, dude. Fuck, I want the Organization Muso game, dude.
Yeah, make it a thing.
And then you could get real cheeky with it and be like, oh, secret character and some secret darkness.
Okay. You know, it'll be nuts though.
What?
So you remember in the old ones, like in Dynasty Warriors 4?
Yeah.
You'd run into somebody and they'd be like, yo, this person wants to duel. Press this button if you want to duel. Right? And then it just turns into like the fucking the normal fight that they have, like it's similar to like a KH2 or KH3 fight, like where you're just in a little arena fighting. So it goes from being like Muso combat to like regular KH combat.
That'd be nuts.
That would be nuts.
That'd be nuts.
They're like, yo, they start shit talking each other, and then you'll press this button, and then it's fucking go time.
Yo, most of the organization members are literally just Muso characters, dude.
Yeah,
if not all of them. Zigbar, I'm kind of like,
dude. Well, Zigbar, honestly, I was just thinking about him. He could be, you know, what the speedrun strat for like with the twin guns when you're in the 1,000 Heartless battle or whatever, the 1,000,000 Heartless battle. He could be very similar to that.
Oh,
where,
that's
like,
true.
You're kind of like dashing and shooting
the double arrow
bunch.
guns. Yeah. Okay. Luxord.
I mean, there's literally characters with fucking books, or not books, but like cards and shit. Like, there's like, just play him like a throwing knife character.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I think your name's like Wang.
All right,
Yuanji.
Nomura.
Like that.
I got 2 demands.
Yeah.
Demand number 1.
Kingdom Hearts news, for the love of God.
Kingdom Hearts Muso game. Demand number 2. Let me voice Kylo Ren in KH4. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it. Give into it. I don't know. He says other shit. I don't know what else he says.
Yeah.
Bro, can you just imagine you're gummy shipping and then you just hear Kylo Ren, blow that piece of junk out of the sky! And they're just firing on Donald, Goofy, and Sora, dude.
Oh my God. And then it turns into the Lego Star Wars mission, the infamous one from the first mission in the 3rd episode, where this is where the fun begins.
Oh,
and
yes.
And then you gotta like shoot the fucking like the red buttons to open the gate.
Yeah.
But it's fucked because if you don't realize what you gotta do right away, you literally can't get far enough on the left side of the screen. And then you just inevitably slowly go into the fucking closed door. And then R2-D2's like, wow!
I want Donald dressed as R2-D2, but he tries to make that noise, but with the quackiness to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the question of the week. This podcast has definitely gone off the rails. I want to know, though, before we go to the break, what you guys think. When are we going to hear about Kingdom Hearts? Let us know either down in the comments, on Discord, on Twitter, wherever you can reach us. Just let us know. We want to know when you think Kingdom Hearts is coming out, when we're going to hear more about Kingdom Hearts.
We need some hope.
We will be right back. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason, it's time for the question of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Afro Roxas.
I still
get
goosebumps.
I still stan Afro Roxas, dude. What a legend. Our good friend Emmy, and she says, what is the most comprehensible and woke moment in KH? We want to know what moment takes up the majority of your cereal consumption.
We really want to know.
We really want to know. Nick T is up first, and he says, the Kingdom Hearts 3 epilogue will go down in KH history as one of the most jaw-dropping scenes in the franchise. Seeing Luju remove his hood and revealing Zigbar,
True.
Epic Poggers moment.
Yes.
Knowing that Zigbar has been Luju this whole time, we have to look back at everything we've seen Zigbar do and say since 2006 with a new perspective.
Yes.
Really makes me wonder if Nomura's had this plan from the start and how much other aspects of the franchise were written out in the earlier years. I'll boot up KH3 on my Series X just so I can rewatch that scene every now and then, just for the goosebumps. Also, I like any scene where someone dies, because I can tell casual friends playing, you idiot, nobody die in Kingdom Heart.
True.
Thank you, Nicholas.
I do like. I think it was in an interview when people were asking about the reveal, and Numeris was basically just like, "Yeah, dude, the Japanese voice actor for Xigbar is just so good." I was like, "This guy is somebody. I don't know who yet, but he is somebody."
Yeah, he did say that. That is really cool. You're right. It's cool how like he probably wrote down stuff and he wrote this character Xigbar and was kind of like, yeah, you know, he's a sniper guy. You know, he's got one eye.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
He's kind of aloof, like,
Right. And then he was just like, yo, I gotta do something with this voice actor.
Yeah.
I gotta let this guy cook. You know? You let him cook.
That's awesome.
Zombie says, KH2, the world that never was, when Ansem the Wise machine explodes and Riku gains his form back, then reveals his eyes, is one of the top tier comprehensible and woke moments of that game. Thank you, Zombie. Very true.
That is true.
DJ Korn says, I'm going to have to say a lot of Zenith's dialogue in KH2. One quote that really stands out is,
you accept darkness, yet you choose to live in the light. So why is it that you loathe us who teeter on the edge of nothing? We who were turned away by both light and dark, never given a choice.
so many things aren't just black and white, good or bad. There's a gray area. Back in the day, I remember being like, damn, the first time I heard it. I don't agree with Zenith's methods, but the ideology isn't terrible. Also, darkness is definitely
A turtle.
True.
Thank you, Corn. DP Grant says, the cutscene with Maleficent taunting Sora and Minnie right before Timeless River, specifically right when Maleficent disappears. In the original Japanese, Sora responds with Hara Tatsuna, saying something like, I'm angry / irritated, but in the context meaning something like, she's infuriating / gets my goat. In English dub, Sora says, what a hag. Very comprehensive and woke of Square Enix America to have Sora gender his insult towards Maleficent in a manner that wasn't present in the original. This is why I recommend Japanese players that play the English version of KH as clearly as Square Enix of North America's translators know Nomura's intent better than the man himself. I forgot he calls her a hag.
Hag.
That scene's actually really funny because she just disappears and he just goes, what a hag. Like, the comedic timing of that is funny.
It's pretty good.
Okay, so up next is Billy the Kid Lawrence. And Billy wrote a very long answer.
A dissertation.
A dissertation, if you will, of what being comprehensible and woke means. And so we're going to skip that part. And we're just going to go to the Kingdom Hearts part. And so he says, thus, after hours upon hours upon hours of several comprehensible and woke critical thinking researchers out there doing the Lord's work to find said perfectly comprehensible and woke moment, I myself have discovered, after my mere minutes of comprehensible and woke research, the most comprehensible and woke moment in KH that will suffice for this comprehensible and woke question of the week. And oddly enough, it's actually more a subtle moment than one would think. However, I assure you the message at its core is of the utmost importance, and I think we all need to start seeing a bigger picture as soon as possible. It's a few years overdue, but I'm here to draw further attention to it. It might just save us all. Ladies, gentlemen, mudkips, mommy, I give you the subtle at first, but truly the most comprehensible and woke moment in Kingdom Hearts history. Gosh, Jiminy, your world disappeared too? It was terrible. We were scattered, and as far as I can see, I'm the only one who made it to this castle. Such a simple scene in Kingdom Hearts 1 has a much darker connotation as you learn more about Jiminy Cricket throughout the series. Jiminy is someone who at first on the surface appears to be a delightful little companion with a strong moral compass. However, as the series progresses, we know that to be false. A record keeper who just logs everything in the journal without some darker intent? We know that's not true, like at all. As established,
That's not true.
We now know for a fact that Jiminy Cricket is without a doubt a god. All of the signs are there. Jiminy's true power has been represented to us on multiple occasions. First of all, the man is close friends with the Blue Fairy, a creature who has the scary ability to create life within an otherwise soulless puppet. You think that her power comes from a great mythical source out in the multiverse? Well, if that source is Jiminy Cricket, you'd be right, my friend. He is the true source of her power to give life, not the other way around. The man literally creates life with his journal and Recoded by using a fuckboy mouse to help him do it. In hindsight, we now realize that Jiminy Cricket is the mastermind behind all things life. creating replicas, heartless, nobodies, unversed, light, darkness, etc. He's the reason for all conflict and war in the multiverse. Without Jiminy, there would be no life. There would be no Xehanort. There would be no Sora. For God's sake, there would be no Goofy. Everything there is, was, and will be is due to Jiminy's great power. The sheer strength of Jiminy's power is given to us in doses, but it becomes quite clear the most in Kingdom Hearts 3 that he truly has God-tier status. Out of all Sora's friends to survive when a storm of Heartless lays waste to everybody, Jiminy Cricket somehow makes it out okay? Don't give me that bullshit that Sora has some sort of magical pocket protector for him or his hood saved him or some crap. That bug is a god, and we all know it. I mean, look at Dream Drop Distance. The man made it so multiple characters could exist both in the real world and dream worlds at the same time as separate entities, including himself. That is some true godly shit that only the Crick could conjure up. Jesus Christ, I thought I skipped most of this. Upon further reflection, with all this knowledge, we must look at our most comprehensible and woke moment once more. Jiminy Cricket, of all beings, is the only survivor of his world in Kingdom Hearts 1, being swallowed up by the darkness. All that pain and suffering could be avoided for so many innocent people, but Jiminy just lets them all die. Knowing that he also most likely created his entire world with his raw power makes it all the more disturbing. He gets off on creating life and then taking it away at a moment's notice.
He gets off.
Every event in the Kingdom Hearts series has been predetermined by him, and all good things will come crashing down eventually due to his selfish nature. Who is the Master of Masters? Doesn't matter. Any reveal pales in comparison to the utter fright that is the god Jiminy Cricket. Understand now that this is the truly corrupt and terrifying nature of real gods out there. Is Jiminy the only one left? Who knows? But one thing is for sure. He's a vain, angry, greedy, and cruel god letting millions suffer while he thrives on their sorrow. Poor Goofy is sympathizing with this disgustingly divine deity, not knowing the true horrors to come. Is it any wonder why Goofy has survived like he has, specifically in Kingdom Hearts 2 with the rock bumping him in the head? Jiminy is toying with Goofy's life because he thinks it's funny, until the day he inevitably kills Goofy and everyone for good, letting out a chirp of laughter that only a crick dick god could, as we all perish from his pure wrath. In the end, his glory won't shine upon us. He will punish us mortals for our pride, our hubrises, and our sins under the one that he is, Jiminy. He hath forsaken us all. Garsh. It is in this one comprehensible and woke moment in my comprehensible and woke research that I've finally come and realized and agree with you all, gentlemen, that Jiminy Cricket is a fuck.
He's a horny bastard.
Namir tried to warn us with this subtle yet comprehensible and woke moment in the very first game and has been trying to tell us ever since in bigger ways without upsetting the god. It is only a matter of time before he gets to our universe. Namir can't keep him locked away in fiction much longer. I hope you all comprehend the woke nature of what I'm saying. The god must be stopped and any like him. He has it out for us, creating life and watching it die, all while taking part in the grandiose spectacle of it all for his own godlike amusement. Forget the small fry, guys. We gotta go after the one in charge. We must stop Jiminy Cricket. This message brought to you by all the comprehensible and woke Keyblade wielders out there. We must stand comprehensible and woke together, and namaste, and good luck.
Holy shit. And we skipped a lot.
I skipped probably...
This was the first answer? No, this was not. This was
No.
like the fifth, sixth answer.
I skipped probably 500
It made
words.
me literally forget that we had multiple answers before that.
Yep.
I was like, wow, we're on the first one. I was thinking that for a second. It literally wiped my memory. It gave me short-term memory loss.
Billy the Kid Lawrence, a memory witch?
I think this was the most comprehensible and woke moment.
Yep. Cheney, our good friend, says, I was gonna answer this question, but it sounds like you guys have a lot in your hands right now. I'll see you next week. Thank you, Cheney.
Thank you.
Elk says, gotta jump on the KH2 train and say the whole ending segment. You guys know how much I love the whole final battle sequence in this game, so I'll focus a little more on what happens before. First of all, Roxas. Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Dual Wield Joe.
Yeah.
This was a fucking trip, LOL. The boss fight is hard as balls because how the fuck can you kill this guy after all he's been put through? Cue the Sag Guy Hours music.
Yeah.
The boss fight with the remaining organization members are super cool. Definitely feels intimidating since these guys are the last remaining members, and for a good reason. Syx, because he's basically Zemnis' second in command, yet he's number 7? What the fuck, Mr. KH? Zigbar, because he has a gun and knows more about a lot of things than anybody else. Luxord, because card. It's a wild boss rush. Then you fight Zemnis one-on-one, which is a super epic fight. But man, he's a dick sometimes, LOL. He'll definitely fake you out. There's also the great cutscenes we get, like, you make a good other. Riku pushing Syx up against a wall. The Destiny Trio reunion. Ansem the Wise and Zemnis talking shit before the Moon Killer 420 explodes. Zemnis' interaction with Sora, Riku, and Michael. Everything is just so good. Orgasmic, even. And then there's the final boss, which you all know how much I love, so I'll just say this.
Anger and hate are supreme.
It's a masterpiece. Also, Sora getting fucking punched was funny, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. And then there's just a lot of people saying, Billy, what the fuck? Tyler says, my answer is all of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyler. Bamboo says, I like Axel. Not for real, though. His character introduction was like any I've ever seen in a video game. You can feel the amount of space his presence takes up. Very comprehensible and woke. They were able to portray that over the PS2.
That's true.
Chip Cooper says, damn, and I thought I was being mean when I wrote that essay about Mark Davis that one time. But anyway, answering this question of the week would take up 80% of my cereal consumption, and I'm not sacrificing that. So you've either played the game and understand, or you're in the dark. Chip Cooper wins, everybody. We can all go home. That is the answer to that question. Thank you, Chip Cooper. Meteor Phoenix says, not going to write a whole lot. KH2 ending. If the series had ended there, it would have been a pretty good ending. True. Broodnock says, blank points. Go watch blank points. Do it. After the show is over, open BBS or YouTube, watch blank points. Or regular Pat's Top 10 Scenes video where he talks about blank points. Comprehensible and woke.
It is a good moment.
Emmy says, the most comprehensible and woke moment in KH was the KH3 epilogue when we saw that sexy Zigbar was redacted and is likely to be one of the main antagonists moving forward. Jip214 says, I think the only right answer is when you walk away moment in the end of KH1 when Sora and Kairi let go of each other.
It is
That's
a very
true.
comprehensive and woke moment.
It is. I think Billy broke Jason's brain.
Yeah, he really did, dude.
Ever since that, Jason's was just like staring off into space.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. SB Cat says, the most comprehensible and woke moment in all of KH for me is when the Demon Tide is coming in KH3 and Sora is given up, but Riku says, you don't believe that. It taught me that no matter how hopeless you may feel in the situation or whatever negative thoughts can creep into your head, it can just take the right person to snap you out of it and restore some confidence in yourself.
Also,
Also, SB didn't try to grief me.
yeah.
That's impressive.
Wait, did he get us? No, I really like that fucking scene because it just solidifies the badassery of Riku. He's like, if I'm gonna fucking die, I'm gonna fucking die swinging.
Right.
He pull like the slow-mo of him like pulling the fucking keyblade, the fucking car key, dude.
Yeah.
And then he just stabs that motherfucker. He stabs at a fucking tornado.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking badass.
It's litty. It's comprehensible and also woke.
And woke.
Sick Puppy Seth says, in KH2 when Diz was revealed to be Ansem the Wise, Diz really freaked me out as a kid, and the more I learned about Ansem the Wise, the more I still got freaked out, shockingly. Despite how good they sometimes portray him, not a fan of him, and he might be the next main antagonist of the series. At least I wish he would be so we can duel and I could kick his ass.
Dude, yeah, he's definitely well written as a character that you're supposed to dislike.
Right. Or Dislike, even.
Dislike.
Emmy adds another woke moment, and she posted a gif of the dome.
Yeah.
The Ansem, or the Zemnis dome.
Dome behavior.
Dome behavior, dude. And finally, Network Dad says, literally a woke moment, the power of awakening. Wokeness of the heart woke. Xehanort's final scene hitting hard after playing Union Cross in my most recent replay. He woke up feeling I never knew I had. He woke up a feeling I never knew I had? I think that's what they meant. Anyway.
Well, he woke it.
It was woke. They woke up. Jason, do you have an answer to this question?
I would say my most woke, incomprehensible moment is when it's first revealed that Kyrie has a Keyblade. And you see that shit, and that shit looks fucking badass, right? And she's like, it like gets you fucking emotional because she's like, you're not gonna have to do this shit on your own no more. Like, I got you. And she fucking one-shots a shadow, dude. And you're like, yo,
Kyrie.
And then
That's
just like Ansem Riku in the back too. That part is dope.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of moments that are going through my head.
It kind of also reminds me of like, cause she's like up on a platform, and he's down in like the Zigbar fight arena type thing. So it kind of has that parallel of like KH1 as well when they're getting like divided, where it's like they're together.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
But instead, she's fighting her own battle on the other side.
Very woke, very comprehensible.
Yes.
My favorite comprehensible and woke moment is early on in KH2. There's the cutscene where Diz is sitting at the computer, and I believe Riku Ansem. I don't know if he just stole the money or if it's before that, but he reveals himself, and Diz is like, exactly who are you? Even though he like knows.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm Ansem. And Diz just goes, it's nice to meet you, Ansem. Because it's just like, to me, it's literally like Nomura, like writing in him laughing at people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That are like, wait, there's two Ansems now? You know what I mean? Like
before they even ever were asking that.
Exactly. Also, I really don't like what that guy said, and they can climb walls.
Yeah.
And
my second one,
since when can Heartless grow on trees?
that's a good one, yeah.
Because it means they erased Tarzan completely from the continuity.
That's true.
Because the Power Wilds were in Tarzan. They were climbing trees. And then they show back up in KH3 and Donald's like, what the fuck? There's monkeys and trees? Tarzan doesn't
Also, it's
exist.
just like, this is basic fucking...
Right.
It's just basic biology. A monkey's gonna climb a fucking tree, dude.
Monkey's gonna climb. All right, you were saying you had a second answer?
Yeah, my second answer, dude, is having, just rewatch the ending of KH3. I really like when Sora pops off on Xehanort, right? Because it definitely feels like the rest of that scene definitely feels like, okay, well, Xehanort's gonna get off the hook type shit. That's just how I feel, right? Like, he's not just fucking dying a horrible fucking death like he should, probably, right?
Right.
But Sora, like, pops off on him and is like, yo, like, a real leader knows that destiny's out of his control and accepts that. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking comprehensible and whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Dude pops off on the old man. He said, you know what? Young Master Xehanort, you fuck. You should know this and accept it.
Get fucked, buddy.
And I love that fucking moment.
Yeah, it's a good moment. That was the question of the week. Thank you, Jason, for that. Next week's question of the week, we're going to take one from our good friend Meteor Phoenix, who says, who has the best hair in the entire Kingdom Hearts series?
Oh, shit.
That's it. That's right.
Oh, shit.
Lay down the gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Tell
shit.
me who has the best hair in the series. Before we go, Jason, we have a smallish version of a segment everybody knows and loves. I'm Mimi Says. We have one meme for you. This meme is from Yonag, or Ganaway, if you like to say things in reverse. And it's just a picture of Walt Disney, and it says, rip Walt Disney, you would have hated Kingdom Hearts.
True.
Thank you, Yonag, for that wonderful meme. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for listening, watching, writing, joining Discord, emailing us, giving reviews, everything you guys do for us on a weekly basis. We love it. And we're just glad we get to sit in front of a microphone for at least 1 hour a week and talk about Kingdom Hearts and send it out to you guys. And that you guys actually want to hear it. So, yeah, I feel grateful for it. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Jason?
No, I think you said it great.
All right. Oh, wow. Thank you. Jason, why don't you go ahead and hit them with it?
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now, fuck off.
Deep ass voice.
I was doing a deep voice.
Can you just do your normal voice?
No.
All right, you got to talk like that the whole podcast.
Yes.
Then. Okay.
I'm trying to think of what this sounds like.
I don't know. Say no again.
No.
I don't know what voice.
No.
Say no again.
I will not.
I can't think of what that.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like I should say like
Loki. No.